Yo, what is up guys, Sani here, and in this video today I'm going to be talking to you guys about the 3 things that I wish I knew before I started lifting. So I've been training consistently for about 3 years now, and in those 3 years I've made a lot of mistakes and I've learned a lot from my mistakes as well, and I've seen a lot of beginners make these same mistakes. So in this video today I'm going to be telling you guys about the 3 things I wish I knew before training, especially since the first year is the most important year of training. In your first year of training you're going to be able to gain as much muscle as possible, and you'll be able to gain more muscle than in any other year. So basically, for example, in your first year you might be able to gain about 20 pounds of muscle, but it's going to decline over time as you continue to train. In your second year probably only about 10 pounds, third year about 5 to 10 pounds, and it's going to keep declining, and eventually you're going to max out. So it's important to maximize and capitalize off of the newbie gain stage in your first year so you guys can make the most gains as possible and set the foundation for your training. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. So first things first guys, the first biggest mistake I made was only training my muscle group once a week. I wasn't focusing enough on the lifting frequency. So when I first started training, I had a general idea of what I wanted to train. I knew I had to train chest, back, shoulders, arms, and legs. But what I did was put them one on each day and made a 5-day split. So basically what I did was Monday chest, Tuesday back, Wednesday arms, Thursday shoulders, and Friday legs, just like a general idea of a split that I used to follow when I first started lifting, when I had no idea of anything. And the mistake with this was that I only trained each muscle group once a week, and the most optimal way to gain muscle is to train your muscle groups at least twice a week or more. So the best way to do this would be to follow like an upper body split, upper body lower body split, full body workout split, or a push-pull leg split. Any type of split like that where it trains your muscle groups at least twice a week or more, you're going to be able to gain more muscle. So don't get me wrong, this split that I used to follow, the bro split, it still got me gains, but that's because I was the newbie gain stage, and it was when you first start lifting, it's easy for your body to gain muscle. But if you train twice a week in your newbie gain stage, you'll be able to gain even more muscle than you were if you followed just regular bro split. I know people want to focus on one muscle group on a single day and focus on another muscle group the other day, but you're better off splitting these sets up. So let's say you do 20 sets of chest on one day. If you split it up and do 10 sets on one day and then 10 sets another day, so let's say you're following an upper body lower body split, you do upper body on Monday and then upper body on Wednesday with a day of rest in between. You do 10 sets of chest on Monday and you do 10 sets of chest on Wednesday. This way your chest will be activated twice in the same week, and your muscle protein synthesis levels will be higher, which results in a higher muscle gain. So therefore training frequency matters a lot, especially when you first start lifting. So make sure you guys follow a split like a push-pull leg split, upper body lower body split, full body workout split, any of these splits. I also sell workout plans that train muscle groups at least twice a week on my website. I know it's been down for the past couple of months due to COVID because my gyms have been closed, but I'll be bringing it back up very soon, and you guys will be able to look at my website for these workout plans. So the next biggest mistake that I made was not focusing enough on compound movements. And compound movements are basically the movements that require multiple muscle groups. So the main big 5 compound movements are the bench, deadlift, squat, overhead press, and pull-ups. These are like the big 5 compound movements for all of your muscles. And it also includes like barbell rows and other smaller compound movements. But these are the main compound movements that you should be focusing on, that your training routine should be built around. So what you should be doing is actually starting your workout first with these compound movements, instead of starting it off with like isolation exercises like tricep extensions or bicep curls. What I used to do was sometimes start my workouts with bicep curls because I wanted the pump, but you'll be able to grow your biceps even more if you focus on pull-ups, chin-ups, other compound movements that require more muscle groups, and then focus on isolation towards the end of your workout. That's why all my workout plans are built towards focusing on compound movements first. So let's say if you're doing a push day, you're going to be doing the bench press first, you're going to be doing the overhead press first, and you're going to be hitting triceps at the end because they're a smaller muscle group and they require isolation exercises. Not to say that isolation exercises are bad or anything, but you should prioritize compound movements on top of isolation exercises, because compound movements are the main movements that your body should focus on, and they build your strength, they build your muscle. So make sure you focus more on compound movements, and all of your workout days start with one big compound movement. So if you're doing push day, you start with bench press. If you're doing pull day, you start with pull-ups or barbell rows. If you're doing legs, start with deadlifts or squats. Any big compound movement, start your workout with that first. Finally guys, the last thing that I wish I knew before I started lifting was to not worry too much about supplements. When I first started, I used to look at all these supplements online. I used to look at YouTube videos online, people taking all these supplements. Obviously they're not steroids, obviously avoid steroids at all costs, but supplements like protein shake, protein, creatine, pre-workout, any of these supplements you don't really need in your first 1 to 2 years. I started taking supplements in my second year, and I still think that was a little too early. You know, you don't need supplements until you're actually more experienced in lifting. So I would say take supplements after your second or third year, then start taking, once you're used to weightlifting, once you want to get to that next level, start taking creatine, start taking protein, and if you feel less motivated to work out, maybe pre-workout can help you out, but don't start taking them right away when you first start working out, because then your body's going to build a dependency on them, plus it's going to cost you more money. You can get adequate protein just from your foods, and I would say protein shakes are the supplements that you should first start with, because it's basically helps you reach your protein goals in case you don't get it from your diets. Protein shake is good, but creatine you can start off your second or third year, but those are the two main supplements that I recommend, and those are the only supplements that I take. I don't really take pre-workout. I usually drink coffee or get my caffeine from something else rather than a pre-workout, because obviously it costs more money, and then again you're going to build a dependency on your pre-workout. So I rather like to get self-motivated, get myself to the gym by myself instead of drinking a pre-workout and get motivated. So I don't recommend taking any of the other supplements. I mean, you could, I'm not saying they're bad, but the only two supplements that I recommend are creatine and protein. The main thing to take out of this video is make sure you train at least twice a week or more of the same muscle group. Make sure your frequency hits all muscle groups at least twice a week or more. Make sure that you're focusing on compound movements in your workouts before isolation. So don't start your workout with like any small exercise like bicep curls, unless it's like an arm day maybe, but make sure you try to focus first on compound movements like bench press, squats, and deadlifts. And finally, don't worry about supplements until the later years of your training, you know. But yeah, that's basically it. Those are the three things that I wish I knew before I started training, because if I did, I would be able to build more muscle in my first year of training, and I'd probably be in better shape than I am right now. Obviously right now I'm still trying to cut down and the gym's closed, so I can't really control that. But yeah, that's basically it guys. Hopefully you guys found this video helpful and enjoyed. I know I've been pretty inactive lately, and obviously the main reason is the gyms are closed, can't really do much here. The situation's just getting worse every day. I just hope the vaccines can roll out pretty soon, and everything will hopefully return back to normal by next year. But yeah, until then, I'll try my best to still keep making videos at least once every 2 weeks, maybe once a month, once every couple months. I've also got online university right now, so it's kind of hard managing everything with work, university, and then making YouTube videos as well. But I still try my best every day to come up with new ideas and try to upload videos. They do take time, so I really appreciate all the support. Hopefully if you guys enjoyed, you guys can leave a like and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time.